Hey students, this video is going to be all about dichotomous keys, which is part 2 of this practice. So if you're scrolling down, you figured out the different kingdoms, but then you've reached this part and gotten confused, this video is to help you out. Let's take a look at actually description number 2, this organism here. We're going to use the key above to figure out what kingdom this organism is in. So if I read about this organism, it's a vertebrate organism that uses sharp canines and molars to hunt its food and survive in the forest. When I think about this organism, I'm now going to go to the first part of the key where it asks me, is the organism unicellular or multicellular? So you'll notice that this key is set up so that there's different rows. I'm going to look at just one row at a time, and I'm going to notice that within each row there's 2 different traits. This is why it's called a dichotomous key, because di is one of those prefixes that stands for 2. So once again, unicellular or multicellular, when I'm looking at this organism, I'm realizing that it's giving birth to live young. It sounds a little bit like a predator of some kind. I'm assuming that this is going to be a multicellular organism and not a unicellular bacteria. So I'm going to go with B, multicellular. I'll then read across my table where it says if it's B or multicellular, I should go to option 3. Option 3 down here, it's going to ask me, is it autotrophic, a producer, or heterotrophic, a consumer? If I go back to my description, I realize that this vertebrate organism is going to be hunting its food. That implies to me that it eats other organisms as its main source of food. It doesn't make its own food. That is going to be heterotrophic. So for 3, it should be B or heterotrophic. I'm going to go across the line for B, and it says if the answer is B, it's heterotrophic, I should go to number 4. Number 4, it's asking me, does this have a cell membrane or a cell wall? Now when I'm asking myself this, and I go down and look at the example, it doesn't tell me if it's unicellular, it doesn't tell me if it has a cell membrane or a cell wall specifically. But what I could do is take a look up here where it's telling me go to kingdom Animalia or go to kingdom Fungi. What I know about Animalia versus fungi, I'm realizing that this is definitely not a fungus or a mushroom. Instead, this should probably be kingdom. Now here comes the part that I want you to pay attention to. I still need to figure out what organism or taxonomic order this description is describing. It's telling me to go to kingdom Animalia. I need to scroll down in my practice to each of these kingdom-specific dichotomous keys. Kingdom Animalia is the most intense one. It's going to appear on the last page. And I need to start asking myself the questions for each of these traits. So first thing I notice in this first row for the Kingdom Animalia dichotomous key is asking me 2 questions. Does it have a nerve, cord, or backbone, or does it not have a nerve, cord, or backbone? If I go back to my example, I'm actually going to bring him down so you can see a little bit better. I'm going to notice that this example is a vertebrate. So yes, he does have a nerve bone or a backbone. Put the example here so I don't have to scroll around as much. Does have a nerve cord or backbone, that's going to be phylum Chordata, but it also tells me to go to number 2. I'm going to go right below. Number 2, A, gives birth to live young, B, does not give birth to live young. I'm going to read through my description one more time, and I'm going to see it precisely tells me that that this organism gives birth to live young and nurses them after birth. So that should be option number A. Option number A, it is phylum Chordata class Mammalia. I should now go to number 4. Number 4, has canine teeth or has no teeth? This vertebrate organism uses sharp canines, so that should give me option A for 4. It does have canine teeth. In this case, I should go to, not got to, I should go to 7. In 7, it gives me 2 options. Does the organism have flat molars or sharp and pointy? Going to take a look one more time. He has sharp canines and sharp molars, so therefore it should be option B, has sharp pointy molars, and that would give me order Carnivora. So we now identified this organism as being phylum Chordata, class Mammalia, order Carnivora. I'm going to go back up to my practice and place that here. So it was phylum Chordata, class Mammalia, and order Carnivora. And that's how you do the dichotomous key. If you got any more questions about this or it didn't make sense and you would like to just discuss it in person, come see me in office hours. We can do a little screen sharing so I can see your screen and watch you do the practice, show you on my own screen how to do this practice, and we can make sure that you completely understand how to use it. Have an awesome day!